Alright, how's it going everybody? Welcome back to the Let's Play. We are here on episode 50, which means we are finally doing the world tour. So yeah, pretty much in this video, we're going to be going over every single major build in my world here, which by the way is over 2.5 years old. We started it back in July of 2020, so yeah, we have a lot of stuff to go over today. And also, this is a good way for new viewers to get introduced to the Let's Play without having to watch all 50 episodes. So yeah, if you are new, don't forget to like and subscribe, as it helps the channel out a lot and it is always appreciated. So with that said, I'll meet you guys over in spawn and we can begin the tour. Alright, so here we are at spawn. I'm going to try and do this tour in chronological order, so that's why we're starting over here, even though there's not much to show off. But yeah, the spawn point is right about there on that small hill. I joined the world, and by the way, the whole reason I play here is because when I was seed searching, I saw the mesa, and I really wanted terracotta at the time. I wanted to use it in some builds, so yeah. When I joined the world, I wandered over here into this birch forest, and this right here is my first base. We have some cows and sheep, and a sugarcane farm over here, which I think I added later on. But yeah, before we go inside, I would quickly like to mention that no cheats or creative mode is ever used in this world. Everything you see in this video was done in survival mode without hacks or anything. And I just like to mention that because I do use some shots in episodes that is in a separate creative world, which is a copy. It's not this world. I just do that mainly for like purposes for the video. So yeah, now that that's clear, we can go inside and see the starter base, which, to be honest, is not very impressive. It's pretty much just everything I used at the beginning, you know, that you need. We got our first enchantment table. I think we even still have some books in here, which, not that good, but I might take them back to the new base. We have our first bed, a small storage room, which still actually has some stuff in it. And our first mine, which I could go down and show you guys, but I don't want to spend too much time over here. But yeah, after we got done using this area, I found a cool new spot, which I decided is where we were going to build our new base. So I made this nether portal right here, and I'm going to use the nether hub system. I use that term very loosely because it's not that good. But it is useful because it is a very quick way to get to the new area. But yeah. Once I made the first nether portal, we came out into the Soul Sand Valley, which is very dangerous. I had to make this room here to protect us from gas and skeletons, but I dug this tunnel. If we walk through the nether portal, it eventually breaks out into the, I don't even know what you call this. It's just a big area, and yeah, you can see I had to make this tunnel before we had an elytra, which is a very quick method of getting around. You can see how the nether is not very organized, but this is the new area. I'm going to change this up very soon. I do not really like this nether hub, but I built this a while back just as something that we could have in the nether because we didn't really have much anyways. I am working on new tunnels. You can see that's going to go up, and actually that's a perfect diagonal. It goes straight to spawn area. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is in terms of like travel in the nether. There are some other things which I will show later on, including the wither farm. But yeah, let's go to the, I guess, new area. Alright, here we are. We come out of the nether portal in my map room, and I'll show this off in a little bit. I actually want to save this for later, but this is the spot I used for my house. Alright, so this is my house from the outside. It's been here. This is pretty much like the oldest structure in this area. I chose this area because it's very flat and I wanted to build a city. So yeah, I'll go on and show you guys all that stuff later on, but let's check out the inside. If we go through the doors, we can see it opens up to this, I guess, main area. It's changed over time, the purposes of this room. But basically, at the beginning, the downstairs was a storage room. I used to have a huge chest room down there. That's changed. You can see that's the map room now, and the nether portal we just came through. My original design was completely symmetrical. Everything looked the same on all the walls. You can see even over here, like, the doors are the same. But over here on this side, we have this room, which is empty. And if we go up the stairs, this room is also empty up here. I'm still working on this house. I've actually tried to update some stuff over the years, including that section. So I'll show you guys that in a second. But I'm thinking about changing this side into the library. So look forward to when that comes out. But yeah, over here, I just worked on this a few episodes back, but this is my workshop. In this area, I'm going to be using it for making tools, and this is my new set of armor. You can see I'm not wearing any right now because that is what I'm going to be wearing as soon as I get it done. These books are eventually going to go on the armor pieces once I get the levels. But yeah, I really like this room. I like how it turned out, and I think over time I'm just going to add more details. And yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite rooms. But actually, you can see, let's go outside. You can tell that house looks way different than that one, and that's because I added these parts later on. My building styles have definitely changed over the past couple years, and I've definitely improved in my opinion. But this house was going to be like the workshop, but I changed it. This is what I call my living room now, and this part of the house also features the new storage room. Should probably clean this up. I probably should have done this before I started filming the world tour, but let me put these away. Alright, here we go. So yeah, this is my chest room. Pretty much got everything that I use for building and stuff. You know, you guys have made chest rooms before. But yeah, I really like how it turned out. It's very efficient. I like efficient chest rooms because I hate spending too much time running between chests and grabbing materials, which is what the problem was with the old one. It was just way too big, and this one is nice and compact, and I like that. But yeah, this is what I call the new section of the house. We just got some details over here. I'm still working on this room, and I'm trying to make it how I want it to look like. I don't really call this done yet, but before we leave, up here on the second floor is my trophy room. Just got a bunch of ores over here. I have some retired tools. These are like some of the oldest tools in the world, and actually this is my first ever netherite tool. This was actually named by a subscriber. I like doing stuff like that, so if you guys have any good names for tools or animals or something, let me know, and I might just name something. But yeah, we have the dragon egg up here with the date we defeated the ender dragon. Have some special blocks. This block right here is actually from the Star Trader achievement, as you can see. I don't really know what this is from, but I thought it just looked cool, so I placed it down. Got my first tools in the world. This right here is my first pickaxe, I believe. It was in a chest at my starter base, so I think it's my first pickaxe. I'm like 99% sure. And we just have some other stuff. This is like Christmas decorations for the Christmas tree. Not too important. I'm not really sure if I'm going to keep this trophy room here. I might move it somewhere else because I want that stuff to be like visible like every time I'm walking through my house. I might just bring it down in here. But yeah, since we're over here, this is the greenhouse that I worked on a few episodes ago. I really like how this turned out, and I use all that wheat to make like the mud bricks because I really like mud bricks, and it's a new block, and my wheat farm is pretty slow, so I just use that. And we're back in the old section. So yeah, before I leave, let's show off the map room. So basically my idea behind the map room is every year I make a new map, so you can see all the changes throughout all the years, and this is the first one. I'll give you guys a quick look. You can pause it if you want, but this was created back in September of 2020. And now compare it to this map, which was created back in July of 2021. So over a year since, or not over a year, it was like just under a year between that map and this one. And you can see the changes to the city. And then compared to this one. So this is the most recent map we have. It was made back in November of 2022. So already over 5 months old. But yeah, you can see the expansion of the city. This whole landform I built by hand. You can see just the outline of it in the old one right here. But yeah, I can't wait to make a new map. I have spaces for future ones that, you know, hopefully it's probably going to lag my world out. I actually take these down and put in a barrel so it doesn't make too much lag in this area. But I put them back up just for the world tour. And also, this is how I leave the map room. I have a secret staircase and a ladder that goes up into my workshop. Alright, so now that we're done with the house, we can actually move across the river. And by the way, this is all custom made. There used to be like a real river that ran through, but it cut straight through the new section of my house, so I had to kind of reroute it around. But yeah, we have to walk over our log bridge. I can't believe I still haven't built a bridge there, but yeah, let's go over to the quarry mines over here. And also, we actually have some farms. This is like an egg farm, which I'll probably never run out of eggs. Got some nether wart and some beetroots and some of the berry bushes. I actually put these here before my automatic farms, so yeah, they're probably not useful anymore, but I just keep them here. But moving on from that, we can actually check out the quarries. So yeah, this is where I get pretty much all of my materials from for the city. All of the stone and cobblestone and deep slate and andesite, all that stuff. Oops, I didn't mean to fall down. But actually, it's kind of good because you can see how far this goes down. If you guys have ever made a quarry before, you know that this takes quite a long time, and I'm not done with it yet. I still have a whole nother section to mine down to bedrock. But yeah, I have some chests over here for overflow of items. These are pretty much all full with junk. Or not junk, I'm going to eventually use all this stone for something. Sounds like something a hoarder would say, but it's true. Yeah, if I ever finish this mine and I need more materials for some reason, I'm probably just going to make another one because I made it in this octagon shape, and the cool thing about that is I can just go and connect them. You can see this one is the same shape, and I'll probably put another one right here. So yeah. So after I started the quarry, we actually moved on to start the city project. And I remember in the video, before I started this whole thing, I said that we were going to be working on this project for dozens of episodes. And I was definitely correct about that. We are still not even close to calling this project finished. I want to completely cover this area in buildings, and by the way, every single building in the city has to have a purpose. So, we started with this skyscraper right here, which is the mob grinder. The entrance is a little underwhelming, but if we go through this door right here, you can see that we have a giant mass of chests that are completely full with mob drops. I did a pretty good job lighting up the ground underneath, and I also put the mob grinder up in the sky. So yeah, we get pretty good rates around here. I tried to organize all the chests a while back to like filter out items and, you know, like have a rotten flesh chest, and you know, I didn't really figure it out. So it's kind of unorganized, but it gets the job done. I might figure that out some later time, but that is the mob grinder building. It is easily my favorite skyscraper in the city so far. I like the other buildings, but this one, I don't know. I just really like how it turned out. But the second skyscraper that we built is the sugarcane farm. So the funny story about this building is that this actually isn't the original design. I had a green, or it wasn't even green concrete, it was lime green concrete. It was very ugly, it didn't look good, and I tore it down, and I rebuilt it in this, I guess, Empire State Building inspired style. But anyways, I like it way more. If we go inside here, we can see the sugarcane farms, which go all the way up, and we get so much sugarcane from this. Like, these chests are constantly full. I actually went down, is there a hole? Okay, here we go. Over here, these are like the bowels of the city, but I had to put some overflow chests in here, and you can see all the sugarcane. So yeah, these are pretty good farms. Highly recommend that everybody builds these if they have an elytra and they need rockets. I never run out of paper. Alright, so I will continue with the city in a second, but I would like to show off the barn and the fishing village over here, which is next to my house. I don't really use these buildings a lot, but they are important because they do keep my animals and my cows. I actually updated this building last episode because it looked really bad, and it really needed an update. So yeah, this is the barn. We also have a small shed over here, which I pretty much just use this for like bulk items. Got a bunch of grass and dirt and stuff, and also like some seeds. And yeah, the fishing village, I don't really know what this project turned into. I just felt like building it. I really needed something built over here, I guess. And yeah, I was gonna have like fishermen, villagers and stuff, but I never really finished it. The style that I have is kind of outdated. I don't really build like this anymore, but it's kind of cool to have. And we also got a speedboat. I guess I built a boat over here, which is pretty cool. I should probably build some more boats because I did have an episode dedicated to building this marina. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to show over there. Moving on, this is a very recent build. This is the new Villager Trading Center. I'm just going to show this off because we're over here. I'm not really going in chronological order anymore, even though I said I was trying to at the beginning of the episode. But yeah, I try to do something different here. I don't really use this style a lot. It's kind of like a Middle Eastern, Arabic style. We have like some arches and stuff in the mud brick, which I love this block. And you can obviously see this building is not finished, but this is quickly turning into one of my favorite builds on the world. So, you can see every single villager, or actually I should just say every single librarian has a different book. This is just going to be the case for the first floor, as I'm going to have the second floor dedicated to the rest of the villager types. But yeah, if we go over here, we have the armor guys. Once this project is done, it's going to make my life so much easier. I'm never going to have to worry about enchanting tools ever again, which I could still do, just here and there. But yeah, as you can see, we have like Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 4. Actually, we have an Efficiency 5 guy right here. Yeah, check this out. It's pretty expensive. I actually think combining 2 Efficiency 4 books is cheaper, but still, it's kind of cool to have. But yeah, so far, that's the Villager Trading Hall. I hope you guys look forward to seeing that project completed, because I definitely do. Alright, so back to the main city. We're going to continue with our third skyscraper. It's not really a skyscraper. It's not that tall, but I just call it that. But yeah, this is the sheep farm. Or I guess a better way to put it is the wool farm, because we get wool here. And yeah, this room is not really finished. I need to get more calcite, I guess. But yeah, we have every single type of wool here. You know, I'm surprised with how slow this farm is, because there's 3 sheep up there. And yeah, we only have 4 black wool. I don't know why this is so slow. It seems to be working. Maybe it's just because I'm not like over here in these chunks a lot. But that's not true, because I'm like working on like some projects pretty close by. Yeah, some pretty strange stuff. Hopefully I can get it working better, but you know, some of the sheep are like going pretty good. Like, look at this chest. So yeah, if I ever need wool, this is where I will go. But moving on now to the automatic farms. This building right here, I actually made with the intention of filling it with the farming villagers. I'm going to probably redo these trees and make them custom trees, because they kind of obstruct the view of the building. But yeah, if we go inside, we actually have some chests. These are completely full of carrots. And if we go upstairs, there's actually a ladder over here. We can see the villagers working. So yeah, we actually have 3 of these guys up here. We have a carrot guy, a wheat guy, and a potato guy, which hopefully those potatoes get collected. I think this still works. Oh no, wait, why is that stuck? That's not good. I'm gonna have to fix that in a second. But yeah, down here on the first floor, which again is unfinished. I seem to not really finish my projects a lot. But yeah, we have some potatoes in here, and we have some wheat. This is actually pretty cool, because I'm going to end up using this wheat for the mud bricks once again. And also, like, trading and stuff. I usually use, like, the carrots and, like, even the sugarcane farm. I turn it into paper, and I trade it with the villagers to get emeralds. So yeah, definitely one of the most useful farms in my city so far. Alright, so moving on to the factory. This is a massive build. I just recently completed the roof, which you can't really see from down here, but let's go inside. Alright, so the purpose of the factory is for 3 things, which is the automatic smelter. This right here, if you've never built one before, pretty much automatically smelts items. You just put it in that upper chest, it goes through the furnaces, and then it comes down into this chest right here, which I should probably make a bigger storage system. If I actually ended up filling all those furnaces with stuff, this would definitely overflow. But yeah, I'll work on that in a little bit. This section over here is going to be dedicated to the automatic brewing setup. As you can see, I have not started that yet, but hopefully I can get on that soon. And then back here we have some extra room for some other farms if I decide to build something back here. I have a space to do so. But yeah, I really like this build. I don't know what it is about it. This is actually the second factory I made. I didn't like the first one, and I tore it down and rebuilt it, and I like this version way better. This is actually the first build I used deep slate in. Alright, but before we leave, we still have one more thing to show off in the factory, which is this room right here. This is what I call my factory workshop, because this project took so long, I had to make a separate storage system for it. Okay, maybe not like a storage system, it's only a couple chests, but yeah, I did kind of sleep over here. I made this into like a bedroom area, and I tried doing some interior decorating. I was thinking about putting a map wall up there, and I don't know, I think I just decided not to because of lag reasons, but actually this connects back into the super smelter room, and I forgot to go up the stairs here because there's not really anything up here except a small enchantment setup. And we actually have some books over here. I always forget about these. And then there's an upstairs section which is completely unused. Again, maybe I could put some farms up here or something, but that is pretty much the factory. So yeah, pretty proud of how that turned out. The copper actually, it stands out quite a bit. You know, I haven't really flown up here and seen it like all oxidized like this, but you can see it's been done for a while, I guess. With the factory done, I guess we can move on to this building right here. You can see it's not really finished yet. The original idea was that this building was going to be housing like shops. We actually have like a restaurant right here. Over here was going to be like a grocery store, and there's going to be like some sort of shop back there. But I changed my mind. I'm actually going to be changing this into the melon and pumpkin farm. You know those like melon and pumpkin towers? I'm going to try and build a couple of those in this plot right here. So that's probably going to be something I do in an episode pretty soon. I kind of like the building that it's in, but yeah, I think there could be some improvements that could be made. So I'll probably change some stuff up. But that's pretty much all the buildings in the city that I've completed so far. Hopefully I can, you know, get to work on some new buildings pretty soon here. But yeah, you can see the future plans for the city that are not completed yet. We got some plots for buildings, and if I actually run over here, you can see the extent to the back part of the city. Again, every single building is supposed to have a purpose, so, you know, I have to work on the farms first and then build the buildings around it. That's why these take so long. I can't just, like, build a building. I actually have to work on the interiors, and it takes a long time. And I bet you by episode 100, I'll still be working on this project. If we do get to episode 100, that is. So yeah, now that we're done touring the city, we can actually move on to some farms that are far away. For example, the Ocean Monument and the Wither Farm. So yeah, actually, let's go to the Ocean Monument first, and I can show you guys that. Alright, we are here at the Ocean Monument. So, this is a pretty funny story. It doesn't really work yet as a farm, and that's because this Ocean Monument is kind of bugged out. You can see, well, okay, long story short, the chunks that this was on, it kind of merged between old chunks and the new chunks when 1.17 came out, so it got a little bit messed up. So that means my farm has to be pretty much custom made. I have to figure out some stuff with how it works, because some of the guardians, you can see some of them down there, they only spawn in certain areas, so it's a little bit different. I can't just like copy a farm or like a tutorial on YouTube. Or maybe I can and I'm just stupid. But yeah, I haven't really figured it out yet. You can see like all the chests over here. You know, I always forget there's a portal. You know, I flew all the way here from my base. I probably just could have used the nether. But yeah, we have some storage over here for some items. I had to dig all this area out, and this is where all that stuff is. Ah, man, I actually have a lot of dirt and sand over here. I could have used that, but you know what? I'll just have to bring it back to the storage room. Maybe it's a good thing I came over here. I actually want to get working on this project again because I have some cool ideas with what I could do, because I made it into like a cool circle shape. And I could get creative with that, I guess. But yeah, the whole tank thing, I think, I don't know, maybe Iskall did this or something. It just does not work on Bedrock Edition also. So that's probably another reason why this farm didn't work. But yeah, I guess we can move on now to the Wither Skeleton farm, which, spoiler alert, also does not work. So yeah, I'll meet you guys over there. Alright guys, welcome back to the spawn nether hub, I guess you could call it. I actually came back here because this is the easiest way to get to the Wither Skeleton farm. I'm going to have to try to avoid these skeletons, though. But yeah, I guess if you look at it, that direction in the overworld is the city, and in the complete opposite direction over here is the Wither Skeleton farm. You can see I made this path that goes to it, but yeah, I have to make it way safer if I ever want to eventually use it someday. But yeah, you can see this entire area I had to slab. This project in total took over 100 hours to do. And so far, it is not complete. I actually have to fix the farm. The wither skeletons actually spawn. You can see it works. I had to like get the wither roses and stuff, so only these guys can spawn and not like zombie pigmen and stuff. But for some reason, it's broken. These guys won't get attracted to the piglins, and that's like the whole reason this farm works. Maybe one of you guys in the comment section can help me with that. I don't know why a zombie pigman just spawned over there, by the way. That's like a weird thing about this farm. I thought only these guys would spawn. And I literally just said that, but yeah, I guess not. Eventually, if I get enough wither roses, I can do this side as well. And we can have like a double farm going. But I'm not really going to go in the overworld because there's nothing over there. But they go through the portal down here. You know, they get attracted to the piglin and they drop down. And they fall down and you can kill them. It's just like a whole thing. It doesn't work though. But yeah, hopefully I can get this working. And if that's possible, this would be a great way to get XP. But before we're done with the tour, there is like a little base that I made over here. I have a bunch of stuff over here. Like this is from all the clearing out that I had to do. By the way, this whole section was like covered in the nether trees. I forgot what they're called. But yeah, you can just see all the stuff that I got from that. I'm never going to end up using any of this, but yeah, I just keep everything. I don't like throwing stuff out, and that's what happens. You know, I'll never know when I need these 38 brown mushrooms. Someday, you know? But yeah, that is going to be it, guys. I'm going to meet you guys back at the house, and we can wrap it up. Alright, so here we are. This is the end of the world tour. I'd like to just give a moment to thank you guys for all of the kind comments and all the likes on the videos throughout the years. It's really helped me motivate to continue making these videos, and yeah, I couldn't have done it without your guys' support. It was always a dream of mine as a kid to do something like this because all my favorite YouTubers that played Minecraft all had cool worlds and did Let's Plays and world tours, and I just wanted to join them, and yeah, I'm glad to say I finally was able to do that. So look forward to more episodes coming out soon. I will probably never run out of ideas, and as long as they keep updating this game, I will probably never stop. Thank you guys for watching once again. If you did like and subscribe, thank you also so much for doing that. We're closing in on 400 subscribers, which is pretty cool, so hopefully we can reach that goal. And yeah, once again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.